Linus Tech Tips coverage of CES 2015 is brought to you by Phantom Glass. Visit store.phantom.glass for the best darn screen protectors out there, as well as HyperX. So ASUS isn't exactly known for their, phones. They've done really well with tablets in the past, but phones have somehow eluded them. I mean, we've checked out some stuff that we thought is pretty cool, but nothing's really knocked our socks off. This might be the one that changes all that, and they are extremely proud of the Zenfone 2, and I think for a good reason. In terms of CPU, you're looking at an Intel Moorfield Atom Z, and I'm just going to cheat here because their product naming scheme is indecipherable. Z3258 quad-core processor running at a nominal 1.8 and boost of 2.3 gigahertz, so that is a quad-core. It's got 2 gigs of RAM, it's got a 1080p display, 16 gigs of onboard storage. That's an IPS display, by the way, so viewing angles, brightness, and color vibrancy are outstanding. It's got wireless AC, it's got Bluetooth 4.0, it has a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which isn't quite, the endurance master that something like a Droid Turbo would be, but it's certainly better than we saw even in flagship phones from the last generation. It supports quick charging, so it'll get up to 60% battery in 39 minutes, was it? 39 minutes. And what else can we really say about it? Okay, they've worked on their camera technology. I'm not quite sold on it, trying it out here in the suite necessarily, but there are a couple of cool things that it does. They've done a lot of work on backlit subjects with HDR, as well as extremely low light. So even compared to the iPhone 6, where we did a side-by-side test in their little complete darkness owl vision box thing here, it actually managed to find a little bit of color in the butterfly inside, whereas the iPhone 6 did not. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, it's a 5.5-inch display. Now is the kicker. So we started talking pricing, and they said, well, this is the 2 gig RAM model with a 1080p display. And I kind of went, okay. So there's a 4 gig RAM model with a 1080p display. That one will cost more. And then there is a 720p display model. That one will cost less. This one, available in 5 different colors: red, white, osmium black, sheer gold. They got to name it something more interesting than just a gold, red, white, black, and gray, or something along those lines. And they kind of said, okay, so this one is $199. And I kind of went, oh, okay, cool. What carriers are you launching with? And they go, what do you mean carriers? It's SIM-less, it's unlocked. It's $199 for this phone. Not only that, but it supports dual SIM, so you pop off the back, you can throw a couple of SIM cards in, and it has micro SD expansion. This is looking like one badass phone for $199. Under $200. Unfortunately, they didn't try to do the whole under $200. It is $200, and it has blown my socks off so far. I'm not sure how I feel about the non-on-screen buttons, and you guys will have to decide which one is for you. So the buttons are haptic feedback buttons below the screen, but man, it's light. It feels really snappy. It's running Lollipop with ASUS's own skin. That doesn't look too intrusive. It doesn't really look like they've changed a whole lot, and I am really, really impressed for the price so far. Speaking of really impressed for the price so far, and ASUS has another trick up their sleeves, also a Zenfone product. This is called the Zenfone Zoom. I'm not allowed to pick up the phone because it was actually under glass. I had to ask very nicely even to get them to take the glass off. But what this is they're saying it's the world's thinnest phone with a 3x optical zoom. So for the folks, you know what, I'm just going to pick it up. What are they going to do to me? For the folks complaining about the camera bump on the iPhone 6, this thing's got a bit of a camera bump, but if the idea is you want to be able to really zoom in and get much better pictures and take full advantage of all them megapixels on the sensor, if you're shooting something further away, this looks like it might be it. I'm not personally sold until I actually see it in action. It's going to be priced at $399 with no SIM, but because ASUS's image processing has not proven to me yet that it's up there with someone like Samsung or Apple, but I'm very excited to see it once they've actually got 100% working prototypes, and I will be glad to bring you guys a review of this one once it is ready. Other than that, specs are pretty similar to the Zenfone, so what you'd be paying for is really the camera capabilities on this guy right here. So thank you for watching this video on the Zenfone and the Zenfone Zoom. Guys, remember our trip to the show this year was brought to you by Phantom Glass. Phantom Glass makes screen protectors for your phone that are super clear, super scratch resistant, feel just like the glass that's already on your phone, and are super easy to apply. It's basically impossible to get a bubble stuck under it. You can check them out at store.phantom.glass, linked in the video description. And I want to do a shout out for HyperX as well. Check out their YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/HyperX. They've got a lot of great gaming content there, also linked in the video description. Huge thanks thanks to those guys for allowing us to be here, and huge thanks to you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next crazy, amazing product that's like friggin' revolutionary. Okay, maybe not this one, but definitely the $199 Zenfone. Holy cow.